Okay, so once upon a time, there was a very big forest. And this forest had a lot of animals. And then there was a very sad day when there was a disaster happening. Every tree was falling and the sky itself was falling. So what happened after that is that every big animal started to try to save the trees, to save the sky. And then there was a very small bird. And this bird just lay back and put his wings and legs to the sky, trying to prevent the sky from falling. So everyone was just mocking the bird, was telling them, ha, 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 what are you doing? Do you think you can save the sky from falling and you're so small? So the bird said, it's okay if you make fun of me. I am just trying to help. All I have to do is to help. And one does what one can. One does what one can. One does what one can. Okay, so I finished my story and I think Abla Basma is ready now. So raise your hands if you are ready to meet Abla Basma. Yay! Yeah, I can see you. Yes, only 2 gentlemen, 3 gentlemen are raising their hands. And yes, here we go. All right, so let's get ready. Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to meet you all. And I hope you have enjoyed the company of my friend Noga. I usually get very stressed when I meet new people, but I'm so happy to meet you all. My name is Basma, and I am the founder of TEFLship. And I guess I want to say first that I'm so happy to meet you all. Hey, Niveen. Yay. Hello. I want to thank Ms. Niveen for this invitation and Ms. Sayeda for the organization and the preparation of all the notes that I would be very happy to discuss with you. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit briefly about myself. I started TEFLship. It's like a small company, but not a business company. It's a social company. And a couple of years ago, my husband and I were thinking, how can we help a lot of people? So he told me to make English courses because I'm an English teacher. And then we said, but there are already a lot of English courses for everyone. So I thought maybe we can do something to help teachers. So do you like your teachers? Do you love your teachers? Raise your hands if you love your teachers. Yay. Okay. All right. I know that your school is doing a great job with you. May God bless them for that. And so we wanted to help the teachers who didn't always have the opportunity or the chance to get courses to get better, especially that there are some cities that are very far from Cairo. So the courses were very expensive for them. So we decided to make free online courses to help them take these courses at home without having to pay any amount of money at all. And from that moment on, instead of having only teachers from Egypt watching the courses, we just had teachers from so many countries around the world. So that's basically what we do. Would you like to ask questions now, or would you like me to keep going with some of the notes I already prepared? Would you like me to keep going? Yes? Okay. All right. So TEFLship it stands for Teaching English as a Foreign Language. Yes, thank you. This is like from Ms. Hoda Mubarak class, I guess. All right. So yes, here we go. Yeah. So we started first with one course, only a couple of videos, and then it started to get bigger. And then the one course became 100 courses and the 10 videos became almost 1,000 videos. Inshallah, by the end of 2024, we will have 1,000 videos on the channel for all of the teachers. And just like the story of the bird that Noga told you about, I didn't have a lot of resources or money or anyone to help us in doing it. So we were borrowing everything, the camera, the tripod, and everything, so we can make the courses available for everyone. And we just said, if we could help only one teacher, then that's worth it. So that's mainly the vision of our TEFLship, is that we try to help as many teachers as we can from Egypt or from any of the countries in the Arab world or any other country in general that could be, that could find these courses useful. Yes. Okay. So that's mainly the whole story, how it started, and we're still going on despite all of the challenges. Oh, despite of everything that is happening in the world, we just try to keep going. So that's my little story. It's similar to the story of the bird that was trying to save the forest, but it was a very small bird, very small trial, but this is, like one does what one can. Okay, I'm getting a question. How did you manage your time? All right. No one is perfect, and I always have a challenge in managing my time, especially when sometimes I have to focus on work most of the time every day. So I usually, have problems, like not to focus on my health, or sometimes I wouldn't get time for my social life. However, I'm trying every day to have a better management of my time, doing what really matters in the morning, and then the least, and then so on, because at the end of the day, I'm very tired and I go to bed early. So that's what I usually do, trying my best. Did I face any challenges? Yes, I did. Very big challenges. I want to tell you that at a certain day, around a year ago, I woke up and I found that I had a team of 10 people. They were really amazing. But then we woke up and we found that all of our work was gone. Everything was hacked, and our pages, our YouTube channel, I didn't have access to our courses, to our work anymore. So we lost everything. But what we try to do is, after some time of being very sad and a little bit depressed, it was a very good reminder from God, because in the beginning, we were trying to do this for people, to leave a legacy, to try to make people, do something to people to help them, so we would be remembered after we die. But when the work was gone, we realized who's going to remember us when we are gone, especially that our work was no longer there. And that was a very good reminder, to try to do what we do for God, not for any other reason. And God sees this, so that's what matters. And lucky us, alhamdulillah, we had our channel back. And that was the nice part. We could save the channel, but we couldn't save most of the work. And most of the team was already had to leave by that time. Okay, we got another question. What's your score in secondary school? Okay, all right. It was, I think, 92 point something. And 92 at that time was really good. And it helped me go to a faculty where I study something that I love. It was English at that time. And we got another question. Who supported you to achieve your goal? A lot of people, actually. The teachers in the school helped us get better. The professors at college did their best. My family, my husband, all of them were trying to push us to do, to get a step better in the future. How did you solve most of your problems? Oh, that's a very good question. Well, we solved some problems and the new problems just appear. So we are always solving problems. They never end. It's like part of every day. We wake up to find new problems. In the beginning, it was the problem of we didn't have the skills to shoot courses. So we had to learn how to shoot courses. And then we didn't have the skill to manage a business. So we had to learn some business and entrepreneurship skills. And then and after that, we had new problems of managing a team. And that was one of the most difficult times ever to manage other people. That was really difficult. So let's say that we try to learn as much as we can. This is the one thing that that could help us in managing our life and our problems. Let's move to another question. When did you start the courses? Okay, I teach since a little bit before 2010. So I'm a teacher since around 14 years now. I don't want to look very old, but it's 14 years, more than a decade. But the courses on the channel, they were from 2017. That's when we started. How much money did you make? Okay, in the beginning, والله سؤال محرج. ما كانش معانا فلوس. ما كانش معانا فلوس to start the courses, so we had to borrow everything. We borrowed. We didn't even have a good phone to shoot the courses, so we had to borrow the phone and everything. And we were sitting in restaurants to shoot the courses there. And step by step, when we started to make more money, we started to buy a camera and then buy a microphone and so on, until things started to get better. And then we lost everything again. We lost a lot of money when our work was hacked, and then we had to start all over again. So you can say that money comes and goes, but alhamdulillah. Okay, the next question is, what was your college when you enrolled? Okay, it was Faculty of Education, كلية تربية جامعة عين شمس، قسم إنجليزي، من المكافحين، من الكليات المكافحة جدا. طبعا مس نبيل ممكن تعيط دلوقتي. That was my college and I really love it. It was God's choice for me. أنا كنت عايزة أدخل كلية تانية بس لما دخلت I realized that it was God's choice for me because I didn't like teaching at that time and I just loved English. But when I went and I tried my first time in a class, I realized this is what I really love to do. And I'm still doing it till now. Okay, I know that you once wanted to quit teaching. How did you keep your stamina to keep going and continue despite of being demotivated sometimes? السؤال ده بيجي على الجرح. Yes, I wanted to quit teaching so many times because in the beginning of the career, we are driven by passion. You just wake up because you really love what you do and you want to prove yourself. But after some time, this passion is gone. And I think this is one of the main problems nowadays, that everyone say that you have to have the passion to do what you want to do. But frankly, passion that just disappears after some time, you know? So what keeps me going right now, what I'm trying to do right now is to have self-discipline. Because this is what really matters, that you wake up at a certain time and you sleep at a certain time, that you eat certain kind of food to protect your health, that you have to manage your time in a certain way to accomplish all that you have to accomplish, but not necessarily that you would be passionate about it. So it's a little bit complicated. With discipline, you can get your passion or your love for what you're doing again when you get the success that you aim for. So I guess, yeah, yes, exactly. I have to be frank. I wish I can tell you that like I wake up every day with the same passion that I had, you know, like 15 or more than 15 years ago. But no, not necessarily. Sometimes I just don't want to wake up or get out of bed at all. But because of like if every time we lose passion, we just quit what we're doing. then no one is going to do anything at all. Then we have another question. Do you know how to invest? To invest in general, like money in general, like how to invest in general, or to invest in what we are doing right now? So if we're talking about investment in what we are doing right now, do we have something better or bigger that we can do? So if we don't have something else that we can do better, then this is what we should be doing. Because usually you would be thinking that I should do this and that, but the question is, can you do this or that? Like if you want to become a medical doctor, can you become a medical doctor? Do you want to become a medical doctor? Did you study to become a medical doctor? No. Okay, so what are the choices that you have? You have another choice, something else that you love. So you do your best and you invest your time, your effort, your money to get better. And when I say invest your money, sometimes to invest in taking courses, to invest in learning. So that is something. So far, Hakuna Matata, raise your hand if you are still with me. Hello. Yay. Okay, Miss Naveen is raising her hand, but I do not see you. Young ladies and gentlemen, yes, here we go. I guess the gentlemen are raising their hands, but the girls aren't. Yeah, what are the ladies? Only one lady raising her hand? Yay. Okay. Yes. All right. Who was your idol? That's a very good question. I had a lot of idols. Usually when people say an idol, you have to think of one person that you can take as an idol in everything that you're doing. But sometimes an idol could be, an idol in one thing. Like, for example, my husband is my idol when it comes to self-discipline. My mom and dad, because they are like survivors, no matter what kind of disease they get. So they are my idols when it comes to perseverance or trying so hard to get better. So you can say that my idol is the quality that I like in certain people. Yeah, like for example, I would take Miss Naveen as an idol. When it comes to her love for teaching and especially for children, I find this is one of the most difficult things that anyone can do. I want to tell you that I was so stressed before before this session, and because I find teaching adults to be easier for me than teaching kids. I find that the teachers who are teaching children or the younger generations, God be with you guys. You're doing a great job. It's very difficult. You are, mashallah, and you are making a difference from the very beginning. You're having your fingerprint on people's lives when they are very young. Okay, we get another question. How did you get hacked? One of my team members got hacked, and because she was connected to all of the work, she was the operations specialist, she got hacked, so all of us got hacked. And that was a very good lesson for us, is to have limited access to certain team members, so it wouldn't go that crazy when we got hacked. Did I invent or discover something? Okay. No, I didn't invent anything. I am sort of like the person who doesn't reinvent the wheel. We made a website and we won competitions with this website, but it's not a new idea. It already existed. And this is one of the things that is, it's a misconception, or people think that I have to invent something new. But sometimes you just have to imitate something that is already there globally, and you just take it and try to do it in a way that is suitable for your local market or your local community. So I didn't invent or discover something new. Unless we're talking about myself, I discovered a lot of things. I mean, I'm the kind of person who's like very shy. I don't like being in front of the camera, or I'm an introvert. I don't deal with a lot of people. So yeah, I discovered that Even an introvert can deal with a lot of people and do things outside of their comfort zone. How is your business going, good or bad? There were times that it went very well, and other times that it went really bad and very depressing. However, every time, whether it goes good or it goes bad, we try to manage according to the situation. So it's not always greener on the other side, but you know, it's sometimes good, sometimes bad, just like life, you know. What was your motivation? Just like the little bird, just trying to help at least one person, not to have any of the same difficulties that I once had. So this way they can have new difficulties and new problems, not necessarily to repeat the same problems that I had. Okay, why did I open this business? As I said, it's just because I wanted to help other teachers, but I didn't imagine at that time that it will go that big, more than even my capacity at certain times. But alhamdulillah, we're managing now. Allah, حلو السؤال ده. Miss Huda, at first, did anyone tell you negative words about your idea? لا مش at first بس ده at first و at second و at third until now. Usually when you make something, whether you make something or you don't make anything at all, people are going to say something negative. So sometimes we get really positive words and very nice people telling us nice things. And sometimes we get very negative words. So what we try to do is we take what really benefits us from these words and we just put the rest in a box and put it on the shelf for someone else to take it. It's not our box to take. So yes, we get a lot of negative words. Even on our videos, sometimes we get people saying thank you and saying very nice things. And other people, sometimes they say that your videos are boring, or the quality is this, or no, we don't like this. It's okay, like. How did you manage your finance? Okay. I am becoming a very organized person. Like I can see in some of your classes, you have the charts everywhere, very colorful. So our life is like this dashboard or like these charts. Just like how you organize your work and you organize your assignments, you know that you're doing the English assignment. So this is going to be the English assignment notebook. And this is the science assignment notebook, and you have everything in its place and your portfolio is always ready. It's the same idea. When we have our expenses, we put it in a certain sheet. Our income, we put it in a certain sheet. So just like what you're doing in the school right now, if you are very organized now, most probably you will get even more organized in the future, because it will not become just you know, your assignments are going to be financial assignments. So it's going to be very important not to lose any number. How did you feel when you got hacked? Do you know when someone dies and you just like, you get the news that someone that you really, really love died? Well, that's how I felt. I felt that as if I got a child who died. And what I said at that time is, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, you know? And this is the moment I realized that everything that we're doing right now is not really ours. We just send it to our home in Jannah, in heaven. So God can take care of everything we're doing now. So when we meet God someday, what we did is protected. So yeah, I felt very sad and very depressed. I didn't even cry the first moment I heard about it because I was so shocked. But then I cried later on, so many nights. Oh, how old are you? Oh, okay. Little bit old. متقلبوش علينا المواجع يا جماعة. Okay, I'm 34. عندي دلوقتي 34 سنة ونص. بعتها زي العيال الصغيرة 34 سنة ونص. ف يعني الحمد لله. Okay. How is your business progressing? Um, there are different types of business progress. So sometimes progress when it comes to having a big team. Sometimes we just change from having a big team into a smaller team that can use artificial intelligence. Are you familiar with artificial intelligence? Baby ducks? Yes, yeah. Okay, I can see some heads saying yes. All right, that's very nice. So yes, we are trying nowadays to rely more on AI to help us save some money to do other things. So it's progressing, but in different ways. Sometimes it progresses that we are doing a lot of videos. Sometimes it's progressing, we're doing lots of courses, sometimes paid, sometimes not. How much money did you invest? It was a lot. A lot, because we're talking about a lot of years, and we lost some of it, but we gained a lot of experience. So even the money that we lost, I cannot say that we lost it because we actually had very good lessons from it. What are the risks that you took? That I had to leave sometimes some opportunities to focus on what I'm doing right now. So before I was doing my master's, and then I left it to focus on TEFLship because that's what I love to do. But I got other friends who continued and they did excellent work when it comes to their master's and PhD. Okay, did you have other ideas to achieve? والله عندي 20 كورس نفسي اصورهم بس هيحتاجوا مني حوالي 12 شهر. فيعني ربنا ييسر واعرف اعملهم باذن الله. How did you feel when you did not have money? That's a very nice question. How did I feel? Uh, Resourceful, that we didn't have money, so we had to find a way to get the money or to get what we wanted to get with the money. Like, for example, we didn't have a camera, so we had to find a way to borrow the camera. We didn't have money to buy a camera, so we had to borrow the camera. So yeah, we were okay when we didn't have money, and money comes and goes. So يعني هي ماشي شغال. Did you have sponsors? No, but I had a lot of partnerships with different entities. كان في منهم كان في تعاون مع وزارة الشباب والرياضة، كنا بنعمل معاهم كورسات للمدرسين. فدي كانت واحدة من السبونسرز أو ال collaborations that we had. So that's one of them. Okay, did you like Arabic? I liked it when I was a child, and then I got really bad in it, and now I'm really into Arabic so much. يمكن مشكلتي كلها في النحو، بس أنا دلوقتي بحب العربي جدا جدا، وأتمنى إن أنا أبقى كويسة فيه، لأن في الأول وفي الآخر دي لغتنا الأم، فإحنا المفروض نبقى فخورين بيها. يعني لو الواحد ما عندوش أساس أو جذر قوي ممكن أي حاجة تيجي تطيره على طول يعني. What was my favorite subject? It was English and Arabic, but not math when I was a child. But now I wish if I was better in math, because now I'm trying to learn it, because everything is about numbers. So if you got a math teacher, يعني اشكروها كتير. Did the death of someone affect your life and business? I can say that at certain times that my mom and dad, they got really, really sick. My mom got sick with a very dangerous disease. And yes, it was a very bad year because we couldn't find a cure even until this moment. So again, we're trying to manage, because this is life, ups and downs, and eventually we're not supposed to be here forever. Okay. Did you have a hard childhood? well, did anyone ever have an easy childhood? I think like everyone gets their own share of hard childhood, like sometimes because of financial problems, sometimes because of parents getting divorced, sometimes because of family issues. So I guess, yeah, I had my share of hard childhood. like كان يعني أنا في المدرسة كنت بتضرب تقريبا كل يوم at that time. طبعا الحمد لله مفيش ضرب دلوقتي. بس يعني أنا in my school I used uh, to have teachers say to me because I wasn't performing well. And that's why I never hit any student in my life, alhamdulillah. What is the riskiest situation you went through? Well, this is one of the riskiest situations that I went through. Every situation for me is risky because you never know if you're gonna, if people are gonna like you or not, if you're gonna make a success or not, or anything. So every situation, when I left my master's, it was risky. When I started TEFLship, it was risky. When we had to borrow things from people to do our job, it's risky. So every decision was really risky. بس بيبقى على قدر، يعني زي اللي عنده امتحان في ابتدائي بعد كده بيطلع للإعدادي بعد كده بيطلع للثانوي، فكل واحد بيبقى عنده مخاطرة على قد المرحلة اللي هو عايشها دلوقتي. Okay, some people when they start business, they look for what makes them gain money fast. Are you with or against this? Do you agree that people should do or have a business on what they are good at or can do well? And what advice can you provide for our students to start their business? Okay, so the first part, okay. No one makes fast money إلا لو إحنا هنشتغل مع نصابين بقى، يعني هنبقى زي المستريح والحاجات دي اللي هو هناخد فلوس من الناس وإحنا مش هنعمل بيها real business. مفيش فلوس بتيجي بسرعة، هي ممكن تطير بسرعة لو إحنا خدنا قرارات خطأ، بس لا، الفلوس بتاخد وقت عقبال ما تيجي، وبعد كده ترجعوا تاخدوها تحطوها في حاجة تانية تطير، وبعد كده ترجع فلوس تانية وهكذا. الناس تعمل البيزنس بتاعها في ايه؟ Yes, they make their business in something that they can do well. They can do very well. يعني انت هتشتغل مهندس، دكتور، مدرس، ايا كان، انت لما هتيجي تعمل بيزنس مفيش احسن من البيزنس اللي انت اصلا فاهم فيه، عشان انت هتحتاج تتعلم حاجات تانية كتير، هتحتاج تتعلم انك تدير البيزنس وتتعامل مع ناس، تجيب سبونسرز، حاجات كتير، فتبقى على الاقل فاهم في الجزء التكنيكال. Okay, what advice? I am not the right person to ever give advice. بس أنا لو في حاجة هقول لكم عليها، لو أنا كنت أتمنى مثلا لو أنا دلوقتي student في المدرسة وحد هيديني فكرة يعني أو حاجة أخلي بالي منها، هيبقى إني أخلي بالي من صحتي في وسط كل الشغل والكارير والبزنس وكل الحاجات دي. دي الحاجة لو انتوا عملتوها على الأقل لما تيجوا تعملوا البيزنس بتاعكم صحتكم ما تقعش فتقدروا تركزوا على البيزنس. Because I had moments when I health-wise I collapsed. I lost my hearing for a month, I guess, one of the times. It was really good. My eyes had problems. So if something that would affect your business is your health. So if you got a priority, put your health before everything else, because this is the foundation for what you're going to do. Did you get good grades when you were young؟ تقلبوا عليا بمواجع يا جماعة. طبعا جبت good grades when I was young. ربنا يسامحني بقى ومناخيري ما تطولش. في مواد ومواد، كان في مواد أنا كنت شاطرة فيها ومواد فيها كنت بعافر. Which is very normal, I guess. Did a family member help you to achieve your goal? Yes, my family helped me in their own way. كان في منهم اللي بيساعد، كان في منهم يعني كل حاجة هما بيعملوها دلوقتي هما بيساعدونا فيها. يعني احنا لو عملوا لنا حتى أكل لفترة معينة احنا مشغولين فيها، ما دي مساعدة. احنا لو من غيرهم كنا مش هنعرف نعمل حاجة، فكل واحد حط حاجة من عنده تساعد. How much do you earn monthly؟ هي بتتحسب بالسنة. بس احنا هنعدي السؤال ده. It differs one month from the other. sometimes it's very good, sometimes it's not good at all. بس هي في الآخر بتتحسب yearly. بس خلينا نقول إن teaching is similar whether we are freelancing or we are working in a school or a university. It's similar to one another. Is it possible for any idea to become a successful business? Yes, inshallah, if you can do good marketing. I guess the meeting is about to disconnect, so I want to Nadine.
Thank you indeed. Do they still have any questions, Miss Huda, Miss Nuran? Anybody has any questions? Miss Sayeda?
Thank you so much, Ms. Basmat. It's been an informative session, and we can't thank you enough for your effort.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you.
time, of course. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Basma. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.